Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here, guys. Got me some coffee, some good old coffee. And I just want to share a story with you real quick. My granny had like 7 children. One she lost at childbirth. He's buried across the street over here. But the oldest that lived was Uncle J.W., which is my mother's brother. She never, don't remember him much because he was born, I don't even think she ever seen him before. He was born in 1921, April 15th, 1921. And my mother was born July 22nd, 1939. And by that time, he was already in the CCC, the Conservation Civilian Corps. He joined them to be able to go off and make money to be able to send back to my granny and my papa and the family to help out. He was like that. And then when World War II come around, he joined the war, joined the army. And he was killed September 21st, 1944, and right near Monacourt and Juvisy, France, right near the German border. But he was a driver of a Sherman tank. On the morning of September 21st, 1944, a round hit his tank and he was killed instantly. We got a battle report, and the witnesses, the commander of the tank, he got out along with the other crew. But they said that my uncle was killed, and after they got out, the tank exploded because of the rounds inside. It was on fire, and my uncle was engulfed in flames. He never made it back home. I'm going to read you some of the correspondence that my granny had after he died and what the correspondence was back to her. But this is my uncle, J.W. Blue eyes, blonde hair, 5'9", 160 pounds, great looking man. But he sacrificed everything for his family, his country. But his remains never was found. Still today, his remains have not been found. A few years ago, me and my mom and my uncle Leon, which is the oldest after it was him, my Aunt Chloe, then my Uncle Leon. Well, anyway, me and my mama and my Uncle Leon, we all sent in DNA. So if they ever find remains over there, they'll, if they match our DNA, they'll know it'll be him. But anyway, I'm fixing to read you the correspondence between my granny, which is Eunice H. Taylor. This is dated April 6, 1945. And this is a telegram now that somebody has to sit there and listen to her. They type it out and they send it. Dear sir, words can't tell you thanks for your kindness of you sending me the information about my son, Private First Class Joseph W. Taylor. His service number was 34573-608. That's before we had Social Security numbers. Who was killed in action near Ellaville, France, September 21st. And I hope I can learn more about it. I grieve us all so much, for he was so dear to all of us. I like to know someone who seen him get killed and would tell me how he got killed and what he was doing when he got killed. You see, my health is bad, and he won't tell us anything he thought would worry me. If you learn any more about it, please let me know. Sincerely, Miss Eunice H. Taylor, Ellaville, Georgia, Route 1. It went to C.W. Abrams, the Abrams tank. C.W. Abrams was his commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel. That's pretty cool. Now, she didn't hear anything back, so she went back June the 12th, 1945. Okay, in this letter, she's referring back to the information that she got before her last correspondence, before April 6th. I cannot give thanks for the information you gave me about my son, Joseph W. Taylor, 345-73608, who was killed in France September 21st. As you know, it is my hope to learn all I can about it, although I never know all hit. I'm just reading what they type. But if you know, will you please tell me where his body was found and buried or not, and did he have any belongings over there or not? I sent him a box last October the 5th day, and the 9th day of October following I got the telegram. So she sent him a box on the 5th day, and on the 9th day of October following I got the telegram he was killed. So he was killed September 21st, 1944, and she didn't find out about it until October the 9th of 1944. He was killed, and I haven't got the box back yet, and I haven't got no flag yet, and she never did. She never did get a flag, so I'm in a quest to get him a flag, and I'll tell you why as soon as I get done here. I thought they gave a flag when one got killed that way. You know, it is the mother's child, and she likes to learn all she can. I hope this won't make you mad with me. Here she is grieving about her son, and she's worried about him being mad with her. I know it will put you to a lot of trouble, but I guess you know how it is with us here at home. Now that the war is over, maybe I can learn more about it. Well, I'll stop, so please tell me all you can. And if you ever come to this country, will you come to see us? Well, bye-bye. Thanks a lot. My granny was sweet. She really was. She died when I was 7 years old. All right, now here's the correspondence she got back, and it's dated July 10th, 1945, and that last correspondence was sent in June the 12th, and he sent her something back on July 10th, 1945. Dear Miss Taylor, in reply to your letter on June 12, 1945, reference your son, Private First Class Joseph W. Taylor, 345-73608, who was killed in action 21 September 1944. I am very sorry to say that there is little that I can add to the information you have already received. As yet, we have no record of where your son was buried. It is true that the parents of soldiers who die there in the United States receive a flag which is used at the burial, but it is not customary to give flags to the parents of the boys who died over here. In connection with the package you mentioned in your letter, if it arrived here, it is undoubtedly sent back, as that is the usual procedure. It possibly could have been lost en route. I realize just how you feel and your desires to learn all the facts are only natural. I would like very much to be able to give you answers that would help us in your sorrow, but in this particular instance, I feel humble for the lack of proper information. Sincerely, Edward Balks Jr., Major. So again, this is my Uncle J.W., Joseph William Taylor, who died September 21st, 1944. And the reason I'm telling you this story, guys, it's Memorial Day, of course, and I think about him often, how he sacrificed his young age to go to the CCC and work just to support his brothers and sisters, his mom and dad. It was during the Depression when he joined the CCC. And then he joined the Army after the war started. And he sent everything he made back home to help them out. But then he sacrificed his life for his family and for the country that we live in today, this great nation of ours. He drove a Sherman tank in World War II and got killed in one. So I found out here recently that Boker makes a knife out of a Sherman tank. It's pricey now. It's Damascus steel. It's 80 layers. And I'm going to the Atlanta Blade Show, and I intend to buy one. And I'm going to plan to get a flag for him as well. And I'm going to make a tribute in my new knife shop, showcasing that knife with this photo and his flag in my new knife shop. We did get him a headstone in Andersonville National Historical Park. It's a veteran cemetery over there. He's in the missing in action section. We do have him a headstone, but he's never been found yet. And my granny, his mama, went to the grave not knowing where her son was. His brothers and sisters never seen him again. And guys, this is just one instance of the sacrifices that people have made, and not only them, but the parents, the brothers and sisters, the wives, the children that people make all across this great nation of ours to keep us free. And I just want to thank all that gave all today in recognition of Memorial Day. I'm a veteran. I'm a combat veteran. I went to Desert Storm, and I know how it feels to leave your family. And the only thing you can think of, guys, is making it back home. And I'm sure he was the same way. Getting back home, seeing his brothers and sisters, his mom and dad, but he didn't. It's sad that she actually had to go to her grave not knowing exactly what happened to her son. But anyway, guys, on a better note, I just want to thank you all for everything that y'all do for the channel. And we're going to be doing another Whatnot auction tomorrow night, Monday night at 7 p.m. That's May the 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Whatnot. And I'm going to have about 10 to 15 knives. I'm getting them together now. Y'all have already seen some of them in yesterday's video. It's going to be some good knives. If y'all don't know anything about Whatnot, it's kind of like eBay, but you bid live. It's pretty fun. I've done hosted 4 charity auctions. I've done Tunnels of Towers and You Are a Gift Foundation. We've already contributed over $4,000 to charities with y'all's help. So I just want to thank y'all so much for that. Anyway, guys, I just want to share all this. I want to share the story of what, just a little glimpse of what the families and they go through after the fact. You know, when they see their son go off to war, they hope and pray that he comes back. You know, their daughter comes back. Their husband comes back. Their father comes back. It's just them sacrifices, guys, that it happens every day. Every day. And it's the saddest, the most terriblest feeling in the world is knowing you've got to leave your family for 6 months to a year or more. It's just a gut-wrenching feeling, or a hole. When you leave, it's like a hole right here in your chest. It's just hard to explain. And you know you won't see them again for at least 6 months. And it's sad. It really is. It really is, guys. Thank y'all, guys, for letting me tell this story. But I'm just going to do a quick pocket dump real quick. It ain't going to last long. And guys, I do carry this many knives on me every day. Every day. I'll pick up a few and just throw them in my pocket. I have a drawer that I keep all my knives that I carry in. Open the drawer and I'll pick I like to carry this one today. I like to carry that one today. And by the time I'm through, I have about this many. And this is 6. Sometimes I have 2 on my belt, which make it 8. Anyway, guys, this is the one I just bought. This is the Kershaw Federalist. There'll be a link down below. They're on sale right now for 49 bucks at Borelli.com. They're out of Florida. This model of Kershaw is discontinued. But guys, it's got half stop and open stop. See, it kind of locks. But it's not a lock blade now, but it's hard to break that detent right there. But it's sharp as a razor, guys, and I love that blade shape. See how wide it is? And this canvas micarta handles with a lanyard hole back here, which I already had me one. But ain't that a beautiful knife, guys? And it's got CPM 154 steel. Ain't that a beautiful knife? I love that OD green canvas micarta. Had to have it. Again, Mr. Ted Hart on his channel. Y'all check him out. He's the one that shared this the other day and made me want to buy it. He was sharing a bunch of Kershaw knives, and he told me about this sale. 75% off right now. Matter of fact, I just ordered 2 more for my sons. I'm going to be giving them this knife here. Beautiful knife. So y'all go, just click on the link below, guys. It'll take you right over there to this one. And as long as supplies last, they're 49 bucks, 75% off. Even Amazon is 74 bucks, and everywhere else it's over 100 bucks online. Just letting y'all know. Now this one here, guys, I absolutely love this knife. Wade Helms put me on this knife up there at Smiley's. Gave 10 bucks for it. This is a Queen electrician's knife right here. See that right there? Beautiful knife. Beautiful blade. And listen to this snap, guys. Ain't that awesome? And this is a screwdriver, of course. It's got a little edge on it, but it's not intended to be sharp, but it's got that screwdriver tip right there. And this one locks here. It's got a brass liner lock right here. Very cool. This one here, guys, is a 4-line Camillus made from mid-1930s all the way into the 40s. But I love this easy out. See the bone handles here? I'm thinking it was the 30s because there's a bunch of brass in this one here. I thought it was a 3-line when I first got it, but I cleaned it up and realized that it's a 4-line Camillus. USA is at the very bottom down there, and it's hard to see, especially when it was covered in a little bit of rust. But this was sent in to me. I put a bail on it right here that I had, and it just completes that knife right there. I love these knives. I love the shape of them. Very cool. The handles are pretty bone. See that right there? Beautiful. This one here, guys, is my baby doll. Now, this is the first knife I ever replaced the handles on. This is a 1940 all the way up to 1965 case camping knife. It had them old plastic handles on there, and I put deer antler on there, stag. It turned out good. See that right there? And what I used to connect that shield, the shield was pinned on. I had to use a Casio watch screws to hold that on, and it fit perfectly. It did. And I added a little bit of glue, and it's still there today. But ain't that a beautiful knife now, guys? Great snap. Hear that? I carry this almost at least 2 or 3 times a week. Love this knife. And this one here, guys, is a Remington pruning knife that I got up in Catala. The blade is okay. It's still a good shape for a pruning knife, but it is razor sharp. I use this knife a lot. I really do. But it's a Remington. Sorry. It's a Remington pre-1933 with Coca-Cola wood handles. I think I said that right. But it's a beautiful knife. Razor sharp. I'm telling you. This is snap. Ain't that awesome? And this one here is my new baby doll. I love this knife. This is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. perfect size for your hand, all blacked out, and it's designed, guys, to close with one hand. This one here is made in Golden, Colorado. It has a S45V in steel, beautiful knife, lanyard hole, and the pocket clip can be put in all four corners. And it's designed to close with one hand. It's just fun to do, guys. Mr. Wade has made me fall in love with the USA made Spydercos. He really has. So that's my pocket dump for today, guys. Well, guys, thank y'all for tuning in today. I just want to thank all y'all for everything that y'all do. Appreciate all the support, all the emails, all the comments, all the packages. Thank y'all so much. And guys, I hope y'all have a great Memorial Day, but try to remember what it's all about. It's kind of hard sometimes to just sit back and give thanks, because we take it for granted sometimes, the freedom that we have. It's a bunch of young men and women sacrificing part of their life for it, and some of them sacrifice it all. And I know, guys, you sign up for it. I signed up for it. Couldn't afford college. My family wasn't rich at that time. You couldn't get a bunch of help like you can today, or I didn't know about it at the time. I graduated in 1988, and I knew I wanted to get married to the same woman I'm married to now, 35 years now. So I knew I needed to start making money right away. So I joined the Marine Corps, and the rest is history. Anyway, guys, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in today. I want to say God bless y'all. Until we meet again, guys, y'all be like a good night. Stay sharp.